Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering with me, Udalad. We are continuing our adventure on this Liliana's contract kind of deal, and some changes need to be made. I'm quite sure of it. The first one being, let's have a look at our sources of mana. Because I realized last video that the sources of mana was kind of uneven, actually. We should probably either just remove one swamp, add one forest, like that. I think this is actually kind of a good idea, because this gives us 13 sources of black mana and 9 sources of green mana. Now, obviously, we don't have a lot of green cards, but the green cards are very important to this deck. So I feel like that's a good change. Now, some things that I liked and did not like about this deck. I really liked the Arboreal Grazers. They were really good. They proved to be very useful in actually ramping ourselves up a bit. What I didn't like, the Bond of Flourishing actually did its job surprisingly well. The problem with Bond of Flourishing, I guess, to some degree, is that it can kind of screw you over in the sense that if you pull out, like, if you're really unlucky and pull out 3 of the freaking demons that we need, you're like, oh, well, guess I'm throwing 2 of them to the bottom of the library. Now, the card that I was talking about, there was a card I talked about last episode that I kind of wanted to add. It is, let's see if we can find it here. It's a 1-cost mana. Here we go. Scheming Symmetry. This is definitely a card that we should have in this deck. The problem is that it's rare. I will try to work it in. Let's actually craft one. I can only craft one. And I actually think that removing Commander Dreadhorde is not a bad idea. Let's actually just leave one Commander Dreadhorde in our deck. The reason being, I noticed that the way that we usually get to our win condition with Liliana's contract, it seems with this deck, it is not that we kill our demons and then use Commander Dreadhorde to bring them all back at the same time. It is usually that we just build up a good board control with big creatures, and then we just we basically just play the demons one by one, slowly but surely. That's kind of it. So I think actually having one Commander Dreadhorde, yeah, that is good. It can be super useful, not only in bringing back the demons, but bringing up other creatures that's died that we want back. Like bringing back some Paradise Druids, or, you know, basically bringing back maybe some Hydroid Crazes. I don't think Hydroid Crazes works that well with Commander Dreadhorde now that I think about it. But it is good in that sort of sense. So let's actually add 2 Scheming Symmetries, and we will be removing 2 Commander Dreadhorde. We'll only have 1 as kind of a in case shit hits the fan kind of card, and I think I'm actually kind of happy with this. This also brings a tiny bit more of a, like, a relaxed amount. Like, we don't need to worry as much about the black land, because we've basically removed 2 of the really heavy costing black cards, adding some cheap black cards instead. Now, Scheming Symmetry is really good. This will be super important for combo decks, basically, because this allows us to search our library for a very specific card. Yes, the opponent also gets to do that, but I feel like this is needed in our deck, basically. So we'll try it with this tiny change. We also changed up the mana a bit. If in this match I don't really see the need of Commander Dreadhorde, I'll probably remove it entirely. So we'll see how it does. It's a trial by fire, but you know, that's how it is. Okay. I feel like this is an okay starting hand. We have a Doom Whisperer as a kind of strong creature that we can play. We have Cryo Carnarium for tiny creatures that we would want to kill. We have Paradise Druid for the ramp. And we have 3 land. I feel like this is okay. For once. Or well, let's be honest, all the lands, or all the hands that I feel are okay is usually not okay, so... Feels bad. I should have started with the water grave now that I think about it. Definitely should have. Well, let's do a Paradise Druid. Come on, Paradise Druid, go. Now the question is, with Scheming Symmetry, do we draw Liliana's Contract? We have the most of the Liliana's Contracts. Do we draw Liliana's Contract, or do we draw a... or do we draw a demon? I feel like drawing a Liliana's Contract is actually way better, because drawing Liliana's Contract allows us to... it allows us a lot... a much better way of actually pulling the demons later on. So we'll do Scheming Symmetry. I guess I'll target myself and the only other player. Why do I actually have to target people? Can I target myself 2 times? That would be sick, actually. Now, what someone definitely should be suspecting immediately when they see this card is some sort of jank. Let's be honest, they should be expecting jank. Because otherwise, why would you really want such specific cards? Now, the question is, do I Arboreal Grazer to be able to play a Water Grave early? That could mean that one of our Paradise Druids die. But you know what? I feel like that might be okay, because now we can defend against the flyer as well. So, enters tapped. Feel like that's probably okay. The problem with the Cry of the Canarium that we have right now is it is kind of... it's bad when we have the Paradise Druids out, and the Paradise Druids are kind of important to us. So we can't really Cry of the Canarium all the time. But at the same time, at this point, I'm not sure that Cry of the Canarium would matter too much. Ooh, Firemind's Research. Well, that's interesting. You don't see this card a lot. This isn't a super good card. This is an interesting one, I'll give you that. It's a Liliana's Contract. Draw some cards, because we really need it, basically. We'll play a Forest, and I think we'll Bond of Flourishing, because we need some healing as well. Ooh, Reliquary Tower, exactly what we needed. Because we need to be able to have a crap ton of cards in our hand, basically. If he starts to build up too much of a board, I'll probably have to use Cry of the Canarium. But right now, I kind of just want to use Statue on the wee Dragonauts. Or maybe not even that, actually. We could just Arboreal Grazer. Or actually, this is probably a better solution. Doom Whisper. Let's go. And I think we'll just stay there. Yeah. Because we have a good flying blocker. I have a very hard time believing that he'll be able to kill the Doom Whisper. I mean, it is a 6/6. He might be able to do some combat trick against it. Maybe. But that's about it. Oh. Thank God that we have a status statue, because we should probably be killing the Firemind's Research. We'll see if he starts stacking it. If he starts to put stacks, or counters rather, we will use status or statue to actually remove it, probably. Okay. Now then. Embodiment of Agonies already, which is really good. Do we want to kill wee Dragonauts, or do we want to kill Firemind's Research? That is kind of the important question here. I think what we would definitely want to do is use Liliana's contract again to draw more cards. Because we are kind of running low on that resource, I feel like. Let's play a forest, then we can do a arboreal grazer and a water grave. Boom. Enter stat. We're getting a lot of cards, or a lot of land, which is really good. And I think we'll save this. What I kind of want to do right now, I kind of want to save all my things until I get 2 Cry of the Canariums, so I can like wipe his entire board. That's kind of what I want to do right now, I feel like. League Guild Mage. We might do it earlier. Like, we are building up a big board of land, so actually keeping the Paradise Druids not as important as it was beforehand. He is being very unlucky, though, not pulling any lands, basically. So that's a feels bad moment for him, I guess. I like, this is so dangerous, but I kind of want to play another Liliana's contract. That is so dangerous, though. That is very stupid. Very stupid. Not a great idea. So I think we'll be... What kind of mana costs do we have? So if I kill these, it doesn't matter. They have the same mana cost as Bond of Flourishing. So the Embodiment of Agonist won't get stronger. The thing is, like, playing the Embodiment of Agonist right now as well is kind of bad. Because he can so easily kill it. Very easy. I think we'll leave a stop on his turn, and we might Surveil with the Doom Whisperer. That might be a thing that we do. Ooh, we might have to kill the League Guild Mage. He's drawing cards with that. That's not good. Firemind's research, he hasn't really done much with this, let's be honest. He hasn't pulled any instants, which is kind of insane. Insanely lucky for us. Ooh, that is a good one. We can do 8. I think doing 8 is good. Boom. Boom. There we go. Play another land. Do another Paradise Druid, probably. Just to build up some more mana. And I think we swing with the Doom Whisperer. I think this is a good plan. He can block it, but I don't think he will. And at this point, we have 2 of the demons. We need 1 more demon. We need Demon of Sacrifice, Demon of Agonist, I don't remember the name of it. And we also need Bells and Lock. Oh, he is getting status statued immediately, as fast as possible. He is a bad boy. Goddamn Niv-Mizzet. Oh, I should be passing. Sorry. Sorry. Dreadhorde. So, we're obviously... We obviously have an upper hand on this guy. And... Oh my god. That is perfect. I can't target myself 2 times, sadly. Would have been awesome if I could. Ah, I should have actually killed him first. Yeah, I definitely should have. Let's kill him. God damn it. Definitely should have killed him first. Come on. Yes, thank you. He got 3 cards out of that, so that's kind of good for him, I'd say. Okay, Bells and Lock. You're mine. Get over here. Now. Can I get all my demons out at the same time? That is the real question here. We should definitely do Demon of Catastrophe. Yeah. Demon of Catastrophe this turn. Next turn we do Embodiment of Agonies and Bells Unlock. And we should be Gucci. I think we swing with both of these, right? I feel like that makes sense. He can't really kill it, because he can't cast any more instants. So, he is blocking all the damage, though, because I will kill him unless he does. Oh well. He could have just blocked one, but, you know, that's how it goes. You know what? The worst part about this is that we basically got our entire, like, we got everything that we needed. But we're going to win before we get it out. That is the sucky part. That is the sad part. Single tier. Yep, there we go. God damn it. That's the problem with a lot of Liliana's contract decks, I feel like. You start to play them, it's going well, and you realize it's going too well. We are going to win without using Liliana's contract. And that is like, oh, okay. Well, let's get a fabulous version of him, I guess. Or the weird kind of mirrored kind of thing. I do like this kind of mastery tree. It's kind of fun. It's not like super like a must kind of have thing, but it is kind of fun. It is kind of cool. Now, so let's have a quick look at the deck before we jump into another game, because like the scheming symmetry really helped. It helped a lot. So I think definitely with scheming symmetry we should not be pulling Liliana's contract, because we have three versions of it. It's like we're probably going to be pulling it anyway. It's the demons that we need to pull. Definitely removing Commander Dreadhorde. We're not going to be using it. What we can add instead, though, which I feel like could be a cooler addition, or a more useful and more like believable to actually be used, is Blood for Bones. Whoops. Let's see here. Blood for Bones, Blood for Bones, Blood for Bones. There we go. Now, we could have one of these. One feeling a little bit low, let's be honest. But it's what we have room for right now. Do we want more, though? Like, I feel like we need at least two for it to be actually worth it to have in the deck. Otherwise, we could just go for some sort of blue card, maybe, or something. I don't know. Blood for Bones. The thing is, like, Blood for Bones is really good. It is a really good card. I really like it. You know what? We will give it a chance. Let's remove 2 Bond of Flourishing. No, 2 Arboreal Grazers. Bond of Flourishing is way more important than Arboreal Grazers, I feel like. So let's have a try, have a little test. The thing with Arboreal Grazers is obviously it's a creature. Bond of Flourishing is just a spell. So actually having Arboreal Grazers is better in that sort of sense. We get more defenders. But at the same time, this is mostly a test to see if Blood for Bones will be useful. This is actually a good starting hand, surprisingly. We have Demon Lord Bells Unlock as our first kind of guy. We can put out a Arboreal Grazer as our first kind of creature. It's actually surprisingly good. Boom. There we go. That is some cool swamps, by the way. Oh, that is a pain in the ass. Why? Why do you play with those? Ooh. I think we have to go with Temple of Mystery here. Because we want more land. We definitely want more land. We want Status Statue to kill off the Ors of Enforcer, I'm guessing. I'm guessing he's going to be having kind of a lot of death touch. He's probably black-white, I'm guessing. Going Afterlife. Oh, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, we're definitely killing that. Maybe not. Do we kill that? I don't know. Definitely play the Temple of Mysteries, see what we get. Scheming Symmetry, really good. We'll do a Paradise Druid as well. Boom. So in case, worst case scenario, we can block with the Paradise Druid, block one of these with the Paradise Druid. But I feel like this is actually kind of fine. What we'll do, we'll use Status to kill the Knight of the Ebon Legion with the Arboreal Grazer probably. And then we'll see how we handle the Orse of Enforcer. Because let's be honest, the Orse of Enforcer, the only annoying thing about it is that it has Death Touch. Otherwise, it's not that threatening. And he is swinging in like a madman. He's a mad lad. Boom. There we go. Doesn't matter that you buff him. Still dying. Let's see. So this would be a 3-3. Actually casting this as a 2-2 might be okay. Just drawing one card. But we get a blocker for the Orse of Enforcer that isn't too important. That is actually very legit. Boom. We got a Status Statue. And we can cast a Scheming Symmetry on both of us. And we can pull... Like, I feel like we don't want to pull a Liliana's Contract at this point. Do we maybe want to pull a... I think that Bells and Luck, maybe. Yeah. Why not? Did I accidentally click the Demon of Catastrophe? Apparently I did. Anyway, that's kind of okay as well. Oh, no. Just hadn't, like, played out just yet. We do really need some more... Sorin's Thirst. Who plays with this? Oh, well, it is actually kind of good. Sorin's Thirst is surprisingly good. We're in a really bad spot right now. Could do another Hydroid Crisis, but it feels like a massive waste. Why did I pick... I'm not thinking straight. Oh, God. Why did I pick Bells and Luck? We already have him. God freaking damn it. You know what? We'll have to do this. We need to get some more lands, and we need a blocker. Or, well, we don't really need a blocker for the Orse of Enforcer, but we do need land. So I feel like this is an okay thing to do. Yeah, sure, we'll kill this. Reason why we're killing this is because at this point it feels better to do this than actually like Scheming Symmetry. Let's actually pick that. And you know what? We'll do statue on the Bloodthirst area list. I know that these guys aren't to be trifled with. They are a real pain in the ass. They're also upside down, I realized in this picture. That's really cool. Boom. Now we have a Bond of Flourishing, which is nice. We can finally pull some cards. What can we pull, though, is the real question here. Wow. No land. Well, I guess that's good. We got rid of, like, 3 kind of useless cards to us. We'll do another Scheming Symmetry. This time we pull Liliana's Contract, definitely. Because we need the card draw. And since he doesn't really have any creatures that are threatening to us, doesn't really matter that we take the damage from Liliana's Contract right now. Plus, the Doom Whisper, we can actually... Oh, we can't. We don't have enough black mana. God damn it. God damn it. At least Liliana's Contract will hopefully draw some black mana. It is 5 mana, yeah. Like, why would you Surveil at this point? I would play it, like, next turn, because he knew what was on top of there. Like, it feels like a wasted Surveil, just saying. Sorry, just have some gunk in my eye. Ugh. Ah, crap, I don't have enough land. Oh my god. Ah. This is becoming a pain in the ass. We just need one more black land. One more swamp. I should have brought a swamp with the scheming symmetry, let's be honest. Oh my god. Well, guess we're killing the Whisper Agent. Let's slow this game down. Chill out, my dude. I need to have some more cards, okay? It's fine. Well, he doesn't have a lot either. Well, let's play an Arboreal Grazer, I guess. Question mark? Kind of a waste, but we'll have something to block the spirit at least. So we can't just, like, shump me to death. Plus, he wasted a murder on a 0-3, so that's good. That's a real good thing. Wow, he doesn't have a lot of creatures, like, in his hand right now. And I don't have a lot of black mana. Considering we have a lot of swamps in our deck, I'm still very surprised that we haven't pulled any more black mana sources. That is actually kind of incredible. This is good. Ow. Kaya, Bane of the Dead.
Dispelling phantasms makes me feel good.
Exile target creature. Well, I think we can concede this. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for us to casually pull a black mana. Let's be honest. But I feel like that might be the biggest weakness, maybe. Well, that was just extremely unlucky. Let's be honest. We spent several turns not pulling any land. That was actually incredible, and we still have 13 sources of black mana. That is kind of a lot. Like, it's not an extreme amount, but it is a lot. But that was the second day of this Liliana's Contract weird thing deck. I don't know what to call it, but we'll continue to work on it. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. I feel like having Blood for Bones in the deck just as like a security measure kind of feels good. Maybe adding another embodiment of Agonies could be good, because I feel like this is the creature that I kind of often want to play, but I feel like, oh, well, I only have 2 in my deck. I obviously need them for Liliana's Contract, so I don't want to play them usually. But I feel like maybe adding another embodiment of Agonies. Actually, we'll do it now. We'll remove a Blood for Bones, add an embodiment of Agonies, because Blood of Bones is kind of our shit hits the fan card, as mentioned before. So I feel like leaving it as it is fine. Arboreal Grazers, I don't feel too bad only having 2. They are a good ramp card. They are kind of a good early defender, but they kind of become useless to us quite quick. But yeah, that has been the second day of this Liliana's Contract. Let's see on a Friday how the deck actually turns out in the end. But thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment down below what you think of the deck as well, what you think should be in it, and I'll be very interested to see. And also, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.